You ready to go find a new camp spot, boy? Yeah, you ready? So definitely just left camp, drove about 1.5 miles down the road and realized that I forgot the keys to my trailer. Left them on the tongue of the trailer as I was hooking it up. Alright guys, so actually pulled off at the trailhead at Horton Creek here. So Ziggy could hop out and take a pee. And I just came from Payson side basically and took a forest road. I met up with Control Road and I took Control Road down to, I don't even remember what it was, Forest Road 29 I think, or something along those lines. That went from, basically took you from Diamond Point to Tonto Creek, just below the fish hatchery, and then I just drove down Tonto Creek to here. So I let Ziggy get a pee break real quick, and I think I'm just gonna head down the 260 a couple miles, I think it is. There's a place called Bear Flat Campground I want to check out. Tonto Creek actually spills into it and there should be fishing. Ziggy, stay over here, buddy. Hey, stay over here. But anyways, there's a lot of places along Tonto Creek that you can pull off and fish that I saw when I was driving up. So if the fishing isn't no good wherever I end up, I'll probably drive up here during the day, during a weekday or something when there's not really anybody out here, and we'll do some fishing. But yeah, it was a nice drive though. So we made it to Bear Flat Campground. This road that we were on, what was it? Forest Road 405A. It kind of just like abruptly ends once you get to this campground. There's a road, the road crosses the creek, but it crosses it into some private property, and no trespassing signs and all that. There's one person here that was camping. They're packing up now. Gonna wait to see if they actually put their fire out all the way, because we're right next to a creek. There's no excuse for them not to. But me and Ziggy are walking around, somebody else pulled up. So there's only like 4 campsites here. It's pretty nice though, right next to the creek. It looks like some good fishing. And on the atlas here it says that there's some good fishing here as well. Since Tonto Fish Hatchery is pretty nearby, so it definitely gets stocked. But it is a little sad being here. You can see there's trash left from previous campers. There's a trail here that goes next to the creek. There's just toilet paper everywhere along it. Toilet paper there, a mangled up chair there. So always sad to see how trash these places get. But yeah, like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to stay here or not. I'm going to hang out and look at the map for a little bit. Alright guys, while this dude struggles to get out of here, see if I can find where we've been so far. So we were up, the first area we camped was like right here, just next to Tom's Creek Road. And we were trying to get up to right around this area, wherever No Lake is in there. This is the rim road that follows the Mogollon Rim. But basically, I drove down back through Strawberry and Pine. Then we took Control Road here, and I camped along Weber Creek, which was down this road, because I drove up to Camp Geronimo. But basically I took Control Road, went through Whispering Pines down here to Houston Mesa, and then I camped along this road somewhere probably about this area for a few days while I dealt with the solar and Ziggy. and you can see it wasn't too far of a drive to get back into Payson and back. But anyways, when we drove out, we took this road that met back up with Control Road, and I took Control Road to this forest road that leads you up to right below the fish hatchery. We drove along Tonto Creek. I've driven down and I hit this forest road right here, and I took that all the way down to Bear Flat Campground, which is where I am right now. Dang guys, that's the first time I've seen a Toyota not make it where it's going on something this easy, I guess. I'm not worried about getting out, but this guy was lucky. A worker was coming out, so now it looks like he's going to tow him up there. So I did offer them my help. I'm not just being rude and sitting here in the truck. After I offered them the bucket to put the fire out, and I saw them struggling for a little bit, I asked them if they needed any help, and they didn't seem to want anything to do with me. So yeah, luckily this guy came along who looks like he's going to be able to tow him out. Alright, and they're off. Feel a little strange sitting here in the truck and just watching them struggle, but I tried. Maybe I smell bad or something. Who knows? But looks like they got the help they needed, so that's good. Ziggy thinks that guy just doesn't know how to drive it right. And fire's still going, that's still charcoaled up, still putting off heat. So I don't know why you would deny the bucket. Guys, if you're camping in Arizona, you have to put your fires out. It's just, there's no questions about it. So especially if you're right next to a creek, unlimited water source, there's no excuse. But luckily we're here, so we're gonna fill this up, we're gonna drown that out, and then I'm gonna actually get set up here. So you can see this is where the road ends and crosses the creek into the neighborhood. There's a nice house right there. Be a nice place to live. So the campground's just up there. Got the bucket filled. Gonna go do what those people should have and get set up. I just got a text message from one of my buddies, Colby, who's gonna be coming up to visit me for the day and stay the night, I believe. So one thing I don't like is when you're out camping, you know, you're out here, you're driving around and you drive past somebody, or if you're just standing, you know, at your campsite or something and somebody drives past and you throw in the old wave back, you know? Most people seem to wave back. Other people just look at you like you're an asshole. So they're probably from Phoenix. So I don't think I've shown the creek yet, but this is Tonto Creek. And you can see the orange, that's where the truck is. So not far down to the creek. Alright, so for anybody wondering what Bear Flat Campground is like, you come in from this road, you come down. I'm parked over here. This looks like it's a road, but it's not. Basically right here, it's just a trail leading off to the side of the creek. So once you come down that road, turns to the left here, you can see that you're at Bear Flat Campground from the sign. Basically at that other sign there in the distance, right past that is the creek crossing to the neighborhood. So there's like one camp spot right here. I think this guy just backed up there, parked to go fishing with his dog. But there's another campsite right here, and there's the one I'm at. So there's essentially three. I mean, there's a nice fire pit back there. So I guess a group could camp here and utilize both of those. Or you could park right here and camp there, I guess. Park where I'm at, camp here. Anyways, it's pretty close. There's only 4 campsites, we'll say. But it is a nice area for like a day trip to hike Tonto Creek here, or to do some fishing. And there's the Bear Flat trailhead right there. So I'm not too sure about what that trail is or anything, but I assume it just follows the creek. Alright guys, sun's about to set. Just got a fire going over here. When I showed up, this piece of trash was covering the fire pit. So I just put it up as a wind block. All the wind's coming down this way, so that should help block the wind a little bit. And just gotta I don't know if you can hear that. It's probably sounding pretty inappropriate right now. But anyways, we're just listening to a podcast. So it's morning time. We're hanging out in the trailer, and the Tonto fish hatchery just came by, and I'm pretty sure they just stocked the creek right here where we're camping, so definitely gonna have to cast a line in today. So my buddy Colby showed up, and about to get some lunch going. He brought some burgers along. I don't know where he wandered off to. There he is. Colby. Yeah, we're just gonna get some lunch going. Cook up a few burgers, maybe have a beer, catch up for a little bit, and enjoy this day. Looks like rain might stop for a while. It's been sprinkling it on and off all day. Hasn't been bad at all, but looks like it might clear it for just a little bit. No luck. We didn't really try all that long either, but we're just gonna head back to camp, get some steaks going. Alright, so got some firewood for the night, about to get a fire going. Ziggy's hungry. I'm about to get Ziggy some food. You hungry, boy? Are you hungry, buddy? Yeah, let's go get you some food, huh? So Kobe brought along some ribeyes, getting those cooking. And over there on the fire we got some corn and some potatoes as well. Good morning, guys. We're just getting some breakfast going. Steak and eggs for breakfast. And enjoy it next to the fire here for a little bit, and then I think we're gonna go back down to that fishing hole and try for a little bit this morning before we pack up and head out of here. Alright guys, so caught my first fish here. About to get them unhooked, and we'll store them in the water until we're ready to cook them. Picking away at this trout. I don't eat fish often, hardly ever, but I'd like to fish more and start eating more. So trout is pretty good though. I have eaten trout a few times, so actually turned out pretty good. So chat was good, but it's about time to start packing up. Colby's gonna be heading out today. I'll be following him out, and I'm just gonna go find somewhere to camp for the weekend. Not sure exactly where yet, but yeah, that's the plan. So thanks for coming out, Colby.
Yep.